Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be talking about the topic of the expansion of BRICS. So the BRICS grouping or the BRICS bloc has expanded, and the new country which has become the member of the BRICS is Indonesia. So the expansion journey, which started in the year 2010 with South Africa getting added to BRIC and making it BRICS. First of all, it started with 2010 when South Africa added. Then in the year 2024, in the month of January, 4 new members were added to BRICS, and now in the month of January 2025, one more member has been added to the BRICS grouping, and the total number of members has now reached to 10. So first of all, let us understand the timeline. First, we will be looking at the news, then the new member which has been added to the BRICS grouping, and then what is BRICS. Then key initiatives of BRICS, significance for India, and in the end prelims MCQ, and the topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is international grouping. As we move forward, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. The news talks about Indonesia becomes full member of BRICS. Brazil confirms. Brazil has confirmed because Brazil is the chair for the upcoming meeting. So the presidency for the upcoming meeting or the chair of the BRICS nation is Brazil, and Brazil has confirmed that the new full-time member of the BRICS nation is Indonesia. So before we move forward, Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now been shifted to Noida, and the new batch in Noida, or you can say the offline batches of Noida for IAS GS Foundation course covering both prelims and mains in English medium, the admissions are open, and for any information you can give us a call at 87501 87501. Let's begin. So Indonesia has officially joined BRICS as a full member, and the government of Indonesia has said that this is a strategic way to increase collaboration and partnership with other developing nations, and other developing nations in the sense that they are the most fastest growing economies of the world, or they are the developing nations who are leading the developing countries and also leading the global south. So it is a very good way to collaborate with these countries, and also a very good way to collaborate with the developing countries and the fastest growing economies of the world. Then if we talk about Indonesia, so Indonesia is the largest country of the Southeast Asian countries, and it is the 4th most populous country of the world. And then if we talk about the Islamic population, then the Muslim population is highest in Indonesia all over the world, and the capital of Indonesia is Jakarta. So this is how Indonesia looks like on world map. So this is Indonesia, this is Jakarta, and two of the famous islands of Indonesia is the Java Island and the Sumatra Island, and they are very big in size also. So if we talk about from the respect of Indonesia, then it is to strengthen alliance among emerging nations and advance the goals of the global south. And when we say global south, then who is considered to be the leader of the global south? It is India. So India is considered to be the leader of the global south, and India is also a member of the BRICS nations. And when we talk about the global south, we are talking about the developing countries and the least developed countries. So India is the leader of the global south, and Brazil, which holds the presidency of the BRICS in the year 2025, has said that the member states of BRICS has unanimously approved Indonesia's membership. So Indonesia's membership did not had any negatives or any of the member nation going against it. So the induction of Indonesia has been allowed or approved unanimously. Now if we talk about the BRICS nation, then the BRICS nations are, so first of all it was BRIC, that is Brazil, Russia, India and China till the year 2010. So in the year 2010 December, South Africa was added to BRIC and it became BRICS, BRICS. So if we talk about the old members of BRICS nations, and so they were Russia, China, India and South Africa. South Africa was added in the year 2010. and the first meeting of the BRICS took place in the year 2009 in Russia, and then in the year 2024 January, 4 more new members were added to BRICS, and these 4 members were Ethiopia, Egypt, Iran and UAE. Ethiopia, Egypt, Iran and UAE, and apart from these 4 there were 2 other nations. Invitation was sent to these nations, and those 2 nations are Saudi Arabia and Argentina, but these 2 nations did not get inducted into the BRICS. And then in the year 2025 January, Indonesia has become the 10th member to enter into BRICS. So first of all it was BRIC, 4 nations, then South Africa was added, it became 5 nations, and then 4 new nations was added in the year 2024, it became 9 nations, and now in the year 2025 January, Indonesia has been inducted and it became 10 nations. So in total the number of members of BRICS are 10. Now about BRICS. So if we talk about BRICS, it is world's leading emerging economies. So the basic funda of the BRICS countries are with regard to economy, but it was started with regard to economy but now has expanded to security and culture. So economy, security and culture, you can say, are the 3 main pillars of BRICS countries. In the year 2001, British economist Jim O'Neill coined the term BRIC, which meant Brazil, Russia, India and China. And BRICS was formalized during the first meeting of BRICS foreign ministers in the year 2006, and South Africa was invited to join BRIC in December 2010 and it became BRICS. And the first formal meeting took place in the year 2009 in Russia. Then the Johannesburg Declaration 2023, Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran and Saudi Arabia and UAE, they all were invited to become the full members from January 2024. So out of these 6 countries, 4 members, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran and UAE joined BRICS, but 2 countries, that is Saudi Arabia and Argentina, it did not join BRICS. And since the year 2009, the summits of the BRICS are being held annually. Annually means once a year. And then if we talk about prior to expansion means that before other countries were added in the year 2024, in the year 2024, BRICS represented 41% of the global population, 24% of the global GDP and 16% of the global trade. This is a very, very important statement for you all, because this also talks about how significant BRICS is. When we talk about the population, so this is the point where BRICS scores 100 out of 100, because China and India, 2 of the world's most populous countries, are members of the BRICS, and now Indonesia also, which is the 4th most populous country in the world. So the percentage of population, now BRICS hold a, you can say here is 41, so you can say BRICS holds around 50% of the world's population. Now this becomes a very big number. Then 24% of the global GDP, with China leading the block and also India following it closely. Then 16% of the global trade, and with Strait of Malacca also following in the region, the global trade with regard to India, China and Indonesia, Russia and then Brazil. So the percentage of global trade is also or will also go up. Then in the year 2014, the Fortaleza Declaration. So the Fortaleza Declaration led to the establishment of the new development bank, which is considered to be the bank of the BRICS countries. And then in the year 2021, which was the 13th BRICS summit, was held under India's chairmanship. So in the year 2021, it was the 3rd time that India held the chairmanship of the BRICS nations, and before it was in the year 2012 and 2016 that India was the chair for the BRICS chairmanship or BRICS nation. And if we talk about being the chair for the BRICS, so it happens on yearly basis. That is if imagine BRICS, there are 5 countries, then annually rotation wise the chairmanship of the BRICS takes place. So for example, if Brazil is the chair for the year 2025, next year it will be Russia, then India, then China, then South Africa, and now the new countries have also will take part. Now, few of the key initiative of the BRICS summit is, first of all, the new development bank, which was established through the Fortaleza Declaration, and the headquarters of the new development bank is Shanghai. Now, new development bank is to mobilize resources for infrastructure and sustainable development. And the member countries of the BRICS nation, they contribute to the new development bank, and how much contribution they can make depends on them. So the bigger countries makes more contribution, while the smaller countries makes less contribution. So around 100 billion US dollars needs to be the contribution, but it has been seen that the contribution do not match up to what it has been expected. But to support the big infrastructure projects of the BRICS nations, New Development Bank plays an important role. Then BRICS Contingent Reserve Arrangement. BRICS Contingent Reserve Arrangement is for to stop short-term liquidity crisis and further strengthen financial stability. So if any country of the BRICS bloc or the BRICS members, they suffer from liquidity crisis, so the contingency reserve arrangement is there to support the BRICS nation in case of any short-term liquidity crisis. And then comes the BRICS Payments Task Force. Payments Task Force means cooperation on national payments system. Now, national payment system, and as of now there is a concept which is going on around the world or around the globe, that is de-dollarization. So the countries needs to move away from America's dominance of dollar, and this concept is very much appreciated, or you can say this concept is very much supported by the country Russia, and Russia is also one of the member of the BRICS countries. So the BRICS payment system will also be coming up, that is that the countries of the BRICS nation, they will trade with each other in their national currency or in their local currency, so that they are also able to make their currency stronger and the trade can be reduced in terms of dollars. So these are few of the key initiatives of BRICS. Now let us talk about the significance of BRICS for India. So Voice for Developing Nations and Global South, and it can be considered a platform for India to raise concerns and advocate for rights of the developing countries, as India projects itself as the leader of the Global South and the voice of the Global South. So the BRICS countries concept also talks about that the developing countries will come together, the fast moving economies or the new emerging economies who are working so well will come together, and then they will talk about their own economic needs, security needs, cultural needs. Then safe space for dialogue. It allows India to resolve mutual differences and use it to strengthen relations with Africa and South America. Now Africa, when we talk about as a continent, so which Africa is a continent which is very, very rich in natural resources. It can be it gas, be it diamonds, be it any natural resource. So Africa is a continent in which most of the countries wants to have a major stake. So India is also strengthening its relationship with Africa, while on the other hand China is also making a lot of investments in Africa and also investing in infrastructure projects of Africa. Then significance for India with regard to BRICS, it gives a push for reforms in global institutions and building a more inclusive global financial system. Inclusive global financial system means where more and more other countries also comes together and build a financial system which is mutually beneficial for all the countries. It means that dominance of one country will not be there. Mutually every country needs to benefit from it. So this was about BRICS, and in the end a prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. I think this would be an easy one because we have discussed this in the video. So the new development bank was formed through which of the following declaration? Brasilia Declaration, Geneva Declaration, Fortaleza Declaration or Rome Declaration? So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.